Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my fourth lesson of D2, chapter number 17, exercise 17A, that is about the statistical averages. What are the statistical averages and what are their symbols, notations and formulas? These are the concepts that have to be really clear to all of my students. All those students who have missed the previous class or they are catching us late, for these students, I will be giving the link of the lesson in the description box because lessons of mathematics requires the continuous practice and integration of the lesson with the previous lesson. If the previous link and previous lesson is not good, the next lesson will also be affected. So all those students who are missing the classes in these days, they must have to watch the previous lesson and understand it properly so that they can understand the next lesson easily. Second thing that I want to discuss here, that I'm making these lessons for my O-level students, where the same question will not be coming, but the similar concepts will be coming. So you have to focus on the concepts, not on the questions. Let's move to intermediate level, question number 9, and let's read the question from the book. Question 9 says that the mean of the 10 numbers is 14. Mean of 10 numbers is 14. 3 of the numbers have the mean 4. 3 of the numbers have the mean 4. The remaining 7 numbers are 15, 18, 21, 5, m and 34. Find the sum of remaining 7 numbers and find the value of m. Okay, so let's move to the solution of the question. Very easy questions. Here basically we are applying the formula for the mean for ungrouped data. It's given that the mean of 10 numbers, because the mean of 10 numbers, mean of 10 numbers, okay, it's given in the question that it is 14. Mean of 10 numbers is 14. Okay, recall the formula for the mean, that mean x bar equals to the summation of x upon number of observations, and a sum of 10 numbers, sum of 10 numbers upon number of observations, number of observations, number of observations. Okay, let me extend this line as well. The mean of 10 numbers is 14, so 14 equals to summation of x upon 10. Go for cross multiplication. 14 times 10 equals to summation of x, or 140. 14 times 10 is 140 equals to summation of x. Now try to understand that this sum is the sum of 10 numbers. Okay, and then the question says that we have to find the sum of the remaining 7 numbers, sum of the remaining 7 numbers. After that, after finding the sum of 10 numbers, there is another information given as well, that 3 of the numbers have the mean 4. 3 of the numbers have the mean 4. Now what is the use of this line? That we, with the help of this line, we will be finding the sum of 3 numbers. This is sum of 10 numbers, sum of 10 numbers. Okay, and let me block this answer so that my students can understand this answer easily and they can see it properly. Now the question says that the mean of 3 numbers have the mean of 3 numbers, mean of 3 numbers. What is that, students? This is equal to 4. Okay, now again mean x bar equals to summation of x upon number of observations. Okay, 4 is the mean and 3 is the number of observations. summation of x. Again, like what we did in the previous class, let it be x1 and let it be x2. And now what we can do is summation x2 equals to 4 times 3 equals to summation x2, or 12 equals to summation x2. And what is x2, students? This is the sum of three numbers. Sum of three numbers. Sum of three numbers. Now see, the question says in the first part, sum of remaining 7 numbers. How to find the sum of remaining 7 numbers? We have the sum of 10 numbers with us. We have the sum of 3 numbers with us. We will be taking away the sum of 3 numbers from sum of 10 numbers, and we'll be getting the answer for that part. Okay, sum of remaining 7 numbers. Sum of remaining 7 numbers. Sum of 7 numbers equal to summation x1 minus summation x2, and this is equal to 140 minus 12. Okay, and I'm taking away sum of 3 numbers from sum of 10 numbers. 140 minus 12, and this gives me 128. Now children, what is this 128? This is the sum of 7 numbers. Sum of 7 numbers. And then the question says the remaining 7 numbers are this 15, 18, 21, 5, m, 34 and 14. Then the next part says that we have to find the value of m. In order to find value of m, what we have to do is that we have to make an equation that this is the sum of 7 numbers. That sum has to be equated by the sum of the numbers. Now 15 plus 18 plus 21 plus 5 plus m plus 34 plus 14 equals to 128. Okay, let me reconfirm the values. That first value is 15, then 18, then 21, then 5, then m, 34 and 14. Now add up the numbers. 15 plus 18, 15 plus 18 plus 21 plus 5 plus 34 plus 14, 107. Let me write it over here, and then after reconfirming I will be writing this value. 34, 14, 21 plus 5 is 26 plus 15 plus 18, 107. 107 plus m, 107 plus m equals to 128. Now what we have to do, we have to shift this 107 to other side. 128 minus 107 minus 128. Okay, 8 minus 7 is 1, and this is we are left with 2 minus 0 is 2. So the value of m, which is the requirement of question, which is unknown of question, is 21. I hope you are clear about this question, and let's quickly move to the next question, and let's read the question from the book. The question from the book. Question 11 says, the height of 3 plants A, B, C in the garden are in the ratio 2:3:5. Their mean height is 30 centimeter. Find the height of plant B. And the second part says, if another plant D is added to the garden, such that the mean height of 4 plants is now 33 centimeters. Find the height of plant B. Okay, let's try to understand the question. That in this question we are given with the ratio of the heights of 3 plants A, B, C with their mean height. So I always ask it to my students that always integrate your learning with the different concepts and different topics of mathematics. Here you have to take help from the ratio, rate and proportion from D1. The heights are given in form of the ratios. Okay, and their mean height is given. We have to find the height of plant B. Recall the formula from the ratio chapter, that in order to find the height of plant B will be equal to that proportional part upon total of ratios and multiplied by total. Here the problem is that we have for B the ratio of the height for plant B is 3, and we can find the sum of the ratios 5 and 3 8 and 2 10. But what about the total height of these three plants? We are not given with the total height, but there is information given that mean height is 30 centimeter. With the help of mean height, first we have to find the total height of 3 plants, and then we will be able to get the height of plant B. Students, I hope you are clear about this question, and let's move to the solution of the question. Given ratios are 2:3:5, and then mean height of 3 plants. Mean height of 3 plants in the garden equals to 30 centimeter. Okay, formula for the mean is summation of x upon number of observations, where is the total height of 3 plants upon number of plants. Now what we have to do, recall the previous lesson, that instead of mean, the mean height is 30. So what we are going to do, that over here I'm going to replace 30, and this is summation of x upon 3, because there are 3 plants in the garden. 30 times 3 is summation of x, or 90 is the total height of 3 plants. Total height of 3 plants. Now, okay, let me block this answer and mark some number here so that I can use this part in the further calculations. Okay, this is the total height of 3 plants. Now in order to find height of plant B okay, the heights are given in of the plants A, B and C. 2:3:5. So for plant B, the proportional part is 3 upon 10. Sum of the ratios 5 and 3 8 and 2 10 multiplied by 90. Okay, and this will be going, and this is 9 3s are 27. Okay, and the unit, are we given with some unit of the question? Centimeter, 27 centimeter. I hope students you are clear about this part. And now let's move to the second part, which says another plant D is added to the garden. When we are adding one more plant here, so originally we were having 3 plants, and now due to the addition of plant D, we are having 4 plants. Okay, and mean height of 4 plants is now 33. Find the height of plant D. Okay, so what we have to do is, in the second part, we are given with the mean height of 4 plants. Mean height of 4 plants. I hope that is 33. Let me see. Yes, this is 33 centimeter. Now x bar equals to summation of x upon number of observations. You can see, students, that in every question and in every part I'm supporting my working with the formula so that examiner can understand my message easily. Okay, this is 33 equals to summation of x upon 4. Go for cross multiplication. 33 times 4, 33 multiplied by 4, 132. Summation of x, 132 equals to summation of x. Now students, what is this sum? This is the sum of height or total height of 4 plants. Total height of 4 plants. Okay, total height of 4 plants. What is the requirement of question? Okay, let me block this answer as well. Height of 4 plants. The requirement of the question is that we have to find the height of the 4th plant which is newly added, or height of plant D. So height of plant D, height of plant D or 4th plant will be equal to height of 4 plants, or what we can do is we can mark 1 and 2. Okay, summation of x1 and x2, summation x2 minus summation x1. Use mathematical language. Okay, 132 minus 90, take it away, and this is 42 centimeter. Okay, so you can see, children, that how with the help of ratio and statistical averages we can solve the problems of the daily life easily. Please watch and understand this lesson properly for better understanding of next lesson, and integrate your lesson with other subjects and other topics. Please watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.